Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to tonight's section on what to expect in your ICAN November 2024 diet examination. This is specifically for skills students. Alright, so very quickly I'm going to be sharing with you what to expect in your ICAN examination. Alright, let me ensure that I'm sharing the right screen. Okay. Yeah. So I should be sharing the right screen already. All right, yes. All right, so welcome to tonight's section once again. I'm going to be running through what to expect us to pay attention to, and I will be telling you exactly how to use the information shared. Previously, I shared with you the forecast sheet for last diet, I believe. I would also be telling you how to maximize the documents I shared earlier today, okay? So the first paper we'll be examining this evening is performance management. I've done this categorizing all of the topics into three major categories. The first one is highlighted in gold, the second one in yellow, third in blue. The first, you should give premium priority to them. The ones in yellow, you should give priority, and the one in blue, you should pay attention. So it's very important you follow the sequence. So all of the topics highlighted in gold are the topics you should read. First of all, you should solve the questions. You should solve first of all. Once you're done exhausting them, then you can move to the ones in yellow. Once you're done exhausting the ones in yellow, you can move to the ones in blue. Once you're done with the ones in blue and you still have time, then you can move to the ones that are not highlighted at all. Okay. So the first on the list is modern management accounting techniques. You want to give premium priority to your modern management accounting techniques. All right. And from what we can see here, this has been extensively examined, in fact, 17 times from May 2015, question 1, up till last diet. Okay. Last diet, question 1. Okay. So we can see that last diet, it was a compulsory question. Okay. November 2022, May 2022 was a compulsory question. There's another diet also. So modern management accounting techniques is very important, and this diet is highly probable, this diet. So you want to give premium priority to it. So my advice for you is that you solve a minimum of 40%. All right. So this is 17 times. So you want to solve about 6 to 7, about 6 to 7 of these questions, okay, to get comfortable with this topic. All right. So once you're done with modern management accounting techniques, you move to variance and advanced variance analysis. This has been examined 11 times from November 2014 to November 2022. So the last time this was examined was November 2022. All right, question 3. So it's highly probable in your November diet, your November 2024 diet. Okay. So guys, please pay attention to variance and advanced variance analysis. So like I previously mentioned, solve about 4 to 5 questions. All right. So just go through your Pathfinder and solve 4 to 5 of these questions to be comfortable with this topic. Next to it is order decision. All right. So that decision has been examined 5 times from November 2015 to November 2020. The last time it was examined was in 2020. Okay. So you don't want to be caught by surprise. Okay. So please pay attention to order decision. Okay. Now, once you're done with these 3 topics, you want to move to the next category. Those are the ones highlighted in yellow. Okay. So starting with capital budgeting and budgetary control systems. This one is the most examined topic in performance management. Okay. As a matter of fact, it was examined last diet. Okay. May 2024, question 3, last diet. However, all right, seeing that this topic is a core topic in performance management, we are expecting this topic. All right, we don't want to be caught by surprise. Okay, so I can set this topic in your November 2024 diet examination. So please give priority to this topic. All right. So next to that is your limiting factors. Limiting factors, linear programming and advanced linear programming. Okay. This has been examined 14 times from November 2014 up till last diet, May 2024. In fact, it was examined twice in May 2024. Okay. So also there's a very high probability that you would meet this in your examination. So please pay attention to limiting factors, linear programming, and advanced linear programming. Okay. All right. So once you're done with that, remember to solve about 5 to 6 questions. All right, of the 5 to 6 of these questions to ensure you're comfortable. Okay. Now next to that will be your relevant costing. Relevant costing was last examined November 2023. Okay, and since that relevant costing is a core topic, there is also an intermediary topic. So you might be required to use this technique in solving one of the questions. Okay, so you have to pay attention to relevant costing. Okay, in fact, for relevant costing, ensure you solve about 3 questions, all right, 3 to 4 questions under relevant costing, so that you are very comfortable also. All right, and you can see the various angles that ICAN can use to surprise you. All right. So once you're done with the ones in gold, like I mentioned earlier, and you're done with the ones in yellow, you want to move to the ones in blue. Remember, ensure you follow that sequence. It's very important that you follow that sequence. Do not jump the sequence. Now is not the time for you to start trying anything. Okay, you don't have the time. You have less than 20, probably about 26 or 27 days or thereabout to go to the examination. Okay, so now is not the time for experiments. All right, just follow this guide, use it for your revision. For those of you that are still studying, zone in with this information and study and revise with this information. Okay, so again, once you're done with all of the topics in gold, move to the ones in yellow, then move to the ones in blue, starting from transfer pricing. Transfer pricing was examined last in your last diet, May 2024, question 5. Okay, however, it's highly probable in November 2024 diet. Okay, so please pay attention to transfer pricing. Then after transfer pricing, you want to pay attention to cost, volume, profit. You want to pay attention to your cost, volume, profit analysis and your performance analysis. It also was examined last diet. Okay, however, you might encounter it in the present diet. Okay, so please pay attention to your CVP and performance analysis. Next to that is your risk and decision making. In fact, this one, don't joke with it. Risk and decision making, please do not joke with it. Pay premium attention to your risk and decision making. Okay, it was last examined in May 2023. All right, so it's not been examined this diet at all. It's highly probable. All right, next to it is IT. Also pay attention to IT. All right, and it was examined last diet. However, so that you're not caught unawares, please pay attention to that. All right, so these are the topics that you should or you would be expecting in your November 2024 examination. All right, so I can see that it's like you're not capturing all the screen. So let me stop sharing and share again so that you can see everything I'm sharing. All right, good. So you can see the entire screen now. All right, great. Oops. Pardon me. Okay. So you can see the entire screen now. That's good. All right. So these are the topics you should pay attention to in your November 2024 examination. Okay. Now I want you to imagine this. Out of the 7 questions, theory-based questions that you're asked, I've shared with you about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15 topics. All right. Now imagine that out of these 15 topics, your compulsory question is there. All right. And about maybe 4 other questions are there. Already you have passed. you have passed already. It's not no jokes. You have passed already, okay? And that's why I want you to pay serious attention to all the information I've shared with you tonight.
Alright, so in this video, I shared with you what to expect in your performance management November 2024 diet examination. Before you go, I have a very important announcement to make, and this would benefit you especially if you've written a paper more than once. So I've come across students that are struggling, they've been struggling to pass just a single paper, and they are yet to move to the next stage of their ICAN examination career, okay, just because of a single paper. And some of these students score as low as 30%, 20%, and even 10%. Now, I know this for a fact because this also happened to me. I remember it was advanced audit and assurance. Now, at the time when I was writing the examination, I was practicing as an auditor, so I had the field experience, okay, but yet I kept failing. In fact, I think I had 19% or thereabout. Yeah, it was a ridiculous mark. And I could have sworn that I did everything I needed to do. I was attending lectures, I covered the syllabus, I solved questions, I studied, I took notes, I did everything. But yet I was failing. It was when I got, I think it was 19%, 19 over 100, that I decided to put a stop to it. And that was when I discovered all the strategies I'm about to share with you. All right. So, are you that students that have been failing the ICAN examination? You've been failing a paper, you've been scoring less than 50%. In fact, you've been scoring ridiculous marks and you do not know what else to do. In fact, you might be about to quit your ICAN career. Don't quit just yet. This is for you. And if you're not that student, if this is your first time of writing the examination, do not wait until this happens to you. You can fail proof your exam. And if this is not your first, and if you're not that student, don't worry, you do not need to wait until this happens to you. You can ensure that you pass your exam 100%. Okay? Now, let me tell you one thing that you've been missing prior to now. I've observed and discovered that most students that find themselves in this scenario, they lack presentation, okay, the presentation skill. They do not know how to present. Now, a lot of students understand the course, they've read, just like me, they've read, they've covered the syllabus, they've done everything they need to do, but they lack presentation skill. They don't know how to present. And ICAN does not joke with this, especially at the professional level and also the skills level. So you need that presentation skill, okay? Now, a lot of times you do not know, you have zero idea on how the ICAN marking guide works, okay? And when you don't know this, you don't know how to approach the examination, okay? In fact, just this one skill alone, once you understand this strategy alone, you can ace the exam, you can pass the exam excellently, okay? Now, you need to understand how the ICAN marking guide works, the different marks that ICAN can allocate to each of the questions. Once you have an idea of this, it helps you, it guides you on how to answer the question, it guides your time management, the amount of time and effort you should give to each of the question. Now, that is not all. Another thing you might be missing is you might not even understand how to approach the questions based on the marks allocated, okay? So I can just put marks in your question script, your question paper. You see the marks allocated to each question. These marks, they mean something. You need to understand what they mean, and you need to know how to answer these questions based on the marks allocated to each of the questions, okay? Another thing you might be missing is you do not know what your examiners are requiring of you. For each question you see in that examination booklet, in the question booklet, the examiners are expecting certain things from you, okay? Both written and not written, there are things they are looking out for. You need to understand what they are looking out for, and also you need to know how to give it back to them, okay? Another thing you might be missing is you might have zero strategy on how to answer questions you don't know. All right, I've seen students that once they don't know how to, once they don't understand the question, they leave a blank. They don't answer the question. That is wrong, and that sends a lot of negative signal to your examiners. Okay, you do not want to do that. So you need a strategy that would help you write something, write the right things, even if you don't know the question. And now this is a bonus. This is a bonus. If you know how to mark your examination script and examination, or especially if you already have all the strategies I've listed above, you would pass the examination certainly 100%. Okay. Then finally, this is also a bonus. You would be able to stretch your mark. You would be able to set your mark to a minimum of 70%. Now, this is very easy. It is possible. It is doable. I've done it. A lot of my students have done this, so it is possible. Imagine when you know that you score nothing less than 70, you've passed already, and you've not just passed. You're on your way to. You have a high chance of getting the ICAN prize. Okay. Now, I've recorded a video to give you all of these skills, the how to answer ICAN exams questions excellently video. Now, in this video, I share how to comprehend the ICAN marking guide. So I teach you the ICAN marking guide, the different ways ICAN marks the examination. Okay, so when they tell you to list, I tell you what they're expecting. Okay, the possible marks allocated for listing. When they tell you to explain, the possible marks allocated to that, how to approach those sort of questions. So I just in general teach you, I break it down how the ICAN guide marking guide works. Once you understand the ICAN marking guide, then you would know how to answer question, any kind of question. And I did this for both calculation based exam and theory based exam. Now that is not all. I teach you a strategy, okay, on how to approach each question based on the marks allocated. Okay, so if a particular question is 15 marks, I tell you exactly how to get all of the 15 marks. It is very important. Okay, so that's 15 marks. You should aim to get all of the 15 marks, and I teach you exactly how to do that, what to write, the approach, the manner of presentation, is it report writing, is it essay, all of that is covered in the video. Now that is not all. I also teach you how to decode the minds of your examiners. Okay, once you understand exactly what your examiners are looking for, just write it, and I teach you, I show you exactly how to present, okay, what your examiners are looking for. It's all in the video. Now that is also not all. I give you a powerful strategy to answer questions you have zero idea about. So there are questions you apparently do not know. There are questions you know, but you do not know what to write. There are questions you know, but probably because of anxiety, the tension, the stress, you just know how to present. I tell you exactly what to write to get scores. All right. So if this one alone too is another one that would boost your mark. If this is all you get in the video, it will boost your mark. So I tell you exactly what to write if you have zero idea of a particular question. Okay. That is also not all. I also show you how to mark your examination script or an examination or. So imagine you have all of the strategies I mentioned above. You know how to you know how the ICAN marking guide works. You understand how to answer questions based on the marks allocated. You understand the minds of examiners and how to satisfy their requirements. You know what to write when you don't know the question. Now imagine you now know how to mark your script. You now mark your script and determine the score. The possible score. Okay, now what this helps you do is once you've seen that, okay, what are my possible score might fall below 50% or might fall below 60%, then you know that you should go back and check the areas where you can boost your score based on all of the strategies that I share in the video. Finally, I teach you how to increase your mark to minimum of 70%. So enough of the 30%, of the 20%, and less than 10%. I show you how to boost your marks to 70%. So if this is you've struggled, you're writing, you keep writing a paper, and there is no point of escape. You don't have a solid strategy to escape and to move to the next phase. This is for you. If that's also not you, if this is your first time, you also need to lay your hands on this video to boost your chances of success. Now, For the next 24 hours, this video goes for 10,000 naira. For the next 24 hours, you would have access to this video for just 7,500 naira. Now let me quickly state, if you're watching this video at the later time, please note that this discount will not be available at that time. You would be getting this video at the current price at the time of watching this video. Alright, so for the next 24 hours, get this video for just 7,500 naira. Now this is the link. Copy this link to your browser, seller.co/mark. Copy this link to your browser to get the video, or click on the link in the description. This link is also in the description of the video. Click on the link to get this video. If you want to do a manual transfer, here is the details that you should send to. The details are displayed on the screen. Please send your payment proof, your email and phone number to jutire1@gmail.com or to the number displayed on your screen. WhatsApp only, please. Alright, so once again, thank you for watching my video. If this is your first time, do not forget to like, subscribe, share and turn on the notification button so that you would know when the next video is uploaded. If it's not your first time, thank you for always watching and engaging my videos. Do not forget to recommend this video to someone that is taking the ICAN examination.